have y'all been doing?
I'm supposed to start.
Oh.
Hey, what's good, bro? Hey, welcome back. I missed y'all so much. It's your boy LiltXL, man. I'm in this thing, and guess what? I got WaveQueen. Go ahead and say hey.
What's up, y'all? Well,
this WaveQueen speaks, and LiltXL speaks, part 2.
double take.
And I know how rare the first one is, so, you know what I'm saying? This gonna just be even more rare, so, you feel me? But we gonna get into it. You feel me? This is just straight off the top. This is real, you know what I'm saying? And we don't do all that play stuff, playing stuff out there. But what this is like, this is a breakup video. Like, me and WaveQueen are not gonna be together anymore. It's your boy LiltXL, and we just wanted to come and let y'all know the situation and how we were feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? And show y'all and be an example for how you can be adults about it. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, you can talk about. I guess I'll start off how, like, what led to us making this decision. And so I'll say, like, me and Brittany been together for a long time, y'all. Like,
A long
everybody
time.
that been watching the videos, y'all seen her in all her videos, seen all my videos. Like, you know, it's almost been 10 years.
A whole decade.
You feel me? So, you know, it's like, you never want to, like, break nothing like that off and cut ties, nothing like that. Like, you want to be, what do you want to be in a relationship forever? You know what I mean? And the main thing before we discussed it was, but also it was just understanding and also learning about what each other, like, our emotions are building up a lot. And so there's for a lot of people out there who we wanted to just be a good example for, like, it's okay if you decide like some relationships don't go the right way that you planned out, and like one person can go one way and one person can go another way. And we just wanted y'all to see an example of that. But I love y'all, bro. And this is a Space and WaveQueen part 2. And she just gonna speak on some facts, and we gonna just be conscious thinking, just spilling out for a little bit. And y'all can join if you want. And thank you all for everybody going to watch this.
Gaia, she wants to be outside. She's trying to show us the movie. Let me flip this back this way. Sorry, y'all. So love can be a different. Okay, so look. If I love you away, the way that I love you and the way that I show you that I love you is different than what another person would show you. For instance, just in general, because you're two different human beings. So the way that you act and the way that you respond and the way that you express your emotions are going to be completely different anyways, because you're two completely different human beings. So you're never going to be able to just in general act and show affection in the same type of way that another person is. And
that's right. And I wanted to speak on that a little bit, because it's like, Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all want to know, like, oh my god, like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Must have been this big thing or something like that. Like, it was just like to sum it up, like for y'all, you know what I mean? It's
So
LiltXL, and I'm
he,
gonna
I ain't
let
gonna
y'all.
let him spill it all out right
Of,
now because
of,
we're only at 5 minutes.
of,
So
of course, I'm not gonna spill it all out, but I'm just saying, like, the overall thing is that I know y'all been waiting for anyway. I'm just saying, like, it was just a disagreement, and it was a disagreement in how we both looked in on life. You know what I mean? Like, if two people is looking ahead, like towards life, but it has two different endpoints, you're not gonna be at the same place at the end. So,
okay, baby.
okay, okay, here we go. Alright, go still, baby. Okay. Alright, so like if you got two different visions and two different people, at the end y'all not gonna be at the same place anyway. So it's like y'all both kind of holding each other back from stuff that y'all could be accomplishing and doing. You know what I mean? While y'all going towards the path that y'all looking at. You know what I'm saying? So it's better. Like in a relationship, it's supposed to be one path, one vision. You know what I mean? And there's just a disagreement in between that, and that's what the situation was. We just wanted to be real, and and like I said, be an example.
Okay, so when we are talking about this,
Talk about how
it
you know they gonna look at it and they know they gonna.
okay, when we're talking about this, you're probably automatically thinking in your head, if you watched my videos and my process and my, of me being in Iowa and the stuff going on that happened, dang, the cigarette went out, but the stuff that went on there and y'all watching me through this and, just life. But we I'm trying to make sure that I'm saying what I'm really, this is just raw cut. I don't want us to break up. I love him. And really, I don't see my life with anyone else. But that don't mean just because we're going through this situation that it's over forever. People have, stuff that they go through. And, you know, I'm working on myself, and it's just a different type of situation because me and Martinez, like you said, have been together for a really long time. A really long time. And when we met, I grew up in a very toxic home. My mother was born with spinal bifida, and she wasn't supposed to have kids. And she got pregnant with me. But prior to that, she was doing drugs and stuff. So I grew up in a very toxic home. I didn't know. Well, I'm not going to say that. I didn't. Okay, I didn't understand some of the way. I didn't know the stuff. I didn't know what I should have known. The priorities that I had were so messed up because of not just because of the way that I was raised, but and not even just my priorities, just the way that I lived was different because like I said, my mom, used drugs, she was an addict, and my grandparents had custody of me. And they never were, they weren't my mom and dad. And as a child, you want your mom and dad. You want to know why they're not there. You know, it was just really toxic. I grew up in a toxic home. So the way, when I met Martinez, the way he grew up was completely different and opposite of what I grew up. And I wanted to learn that. But really, like I was saying, just because we're talking about this doesn't mean that it's over forever. People go through stuff, and if you're going to be with them and you're meant to be with them, you'll be with them.
Right, and I wanted to speak on that because, like, you know, sometimes you might go through a disagreement or something like that, and like you're like, oh well, we'll never talk again. Like it's nothing like that. Like you know, I love her, she loves me, and so and but the thing is like you have to know when you know if it's not working for both people, and then like it's like I'm not saying I'm perfect in the situation, and I'm not saying she's not perfect in the situation. Like we're not saying that everybody play a part in it, and so we just
What we're doing is we are trying to work through our relationship, but we know that since we've been together for such a long time, we both want to figure out what we want. And like I said, because we are very spiritual people, and just because sometimes we fall off doesn't mean that we're not being positive. Because trust me, I sat and cried for like 3 hours this morning. And, but you can't continue to make yourself upset about something that right now in this moment you can only do so much to try and change it,
right.
So,
And see, and that's exactly right because you don't want to just keep having that same feeling over and over and like thinking about it over and over because you have to move forward because life don't stop. It always keeps going. You know what I mean? And so I love y'all so much, and we just wanted to just give a little update, like 'cause it's gonna be a lot of changes coming, a lot of different changes coming, and it's your boy LiltXL and WaveQueen, and this is the rare
raw cut.
raw part 2 of LiltXL and WaveQueen Speaks. Thank y'all. We love you.
I guess he's ready to stop vlogging.